You have an older sister, Aimee.
Yes.
So why did she choose not to participate in the show?
She deemed doing a show on MTV as like low-hanging fruit. You know, I'm not going to be seen like riding coattails. Wanted to be relatively private and obscure.
Yeah.
We don't talk.
We don't talk.
Okay, great.
We're just really different.
Yeah.
She doesn't understand me. I don't understand her.
Aimee wasn't a part of it, and so it made me feel terrible. She doesn't like it, no.
I'm not some weirdo, depressed daughter that's afraid of the world that locks herself in her room all day. We definitely had our rough times.
Were you ever embarrassed by your family?
Of course.
Aimee Osbourne is the odd one out in her family, and her siblings, Jack and Kelly, made sure she knew it. Growing up, she couldn't stand her siblings and ultimately moved out at the age of 16 because she refused to be on their television show. Ozzy Osbourne and his wife Sharon have tried to maintain a relationship with Aimee, but the tension has boiled over on this decades-long feud. So let's get into it. You would think after Ozzy Osbourne's tragic death, his family would be brought together, but that's not the case. If you did not know, Ozzy has 3 children, Jack, Kelly, and Aimee. You might be asking, who's Aimee? Because Aimee was never part of their public persona. She wasn't part of the show, she doesn't want anything to do with her siblings, and it seems like she's the black sheep in the family. So today, I wanted to take a deeper dive into this family feud, because now that Ozzy has passed away, we have seen some signs of Aimee. But Jack Osbourne, her brother, claims that there's a deep divide between himself and his sister, saying we're not close at all and it's no secret. Jack is talking about Aimee because he recently did an interview right before Ozzy had passed away, just weeks before his final performance. But on the Disrespectfully podcast, he explained how his relationship with Aimee became strained after she distanced herself from their family after their MTV reality show, which aired from 2002 until 2005. Jack, Kelly, Sharon, Ozzy, they all embraced the spotlight, but Aimee didn't like it. Aimee thought doing a TV show would be a low-hanging fruit project. She didn't want to be associated with it. She also had these ambitions of making it herself as a musician, and she didn't want to use the show in her favor, but that probably would have helped her career because I'm not familiar with her music. Once the show started to take off, Aimee considered possibly coming on, but she decided to opt out because she didn't want to be seen as someone just trying to get the clout off of her family. Here's a clip of Jack talking about his sister.
You have an older sister, Aimee.
Yes.
So why did she choose not to participate in the show?
So back then, she really wanted to be a musician. And the kind of musician she wanted to be was like a Fiona Apple, like Mazzy Star, like this kind of, you know, obscure, mysterious, you know, moody. And she deemed doing a show on MTV as like low-hanging fruit. And she was like, I'm not gonna write, you know, I'm not gonna be seen like riding coattails kind of thing. Like that's how she perceived it. And then once the show was hugely successful, I think she was kind of like, well, I can't now come on because I don't want to be seen even more as jumping on the bandwagon.
Right.
And so she just kind of like dug her heels in and, you know, and wanted to be relatively private and obscure.
Jack admits that he's never really had a conversation with her. We're not close at all. We don't have a great relationship. And he does question if she regrets this because being on the television show really gave Kelly Osbourne and Jack their careers, and Aimee's just kind of like left in the dust. Kelly has echoed a similar sentiment during her 2021 appearance on The Armchair Expert with Dax Shepard. She said that we don't talk to Aimee. We're just really different. She doesn't understand me and I don't understand her.
Yeah.
We don't talk.
We don't talk.
Okay, great. Oh, you don't talk at all? Okay, never mind then.
We're just really different.
Yeah.
She doesn't understand me. I don't understand her.
This blind item reads, there's been a nasty accident in Hollywood and someone will have to pay up. The issue is nobody wants to take responsibility per usual. But that's not the case anymore because with Morgan & Morgan, regular people are finally winning too. They are the largest injury law firm in America with over 1,000 attorneys and offices across the country ready to fight for you if you end up working with them. In the entertainment industry, these stars have a full team to manage them. Why shouldn't you? Plus, they've been doing this for over 35 years and recovered $25 billion for people just like you. One of their clients was offered a measly $350,000 from an insurance company. Morgan & Morgan got them $12 million. And these aren't rare stories. This is what they do. What makes it even better is how easy it is. For in 2025, people, Morgan & Morgan doesn't make you deal with the paperwork or pay anything up front. You can scan my QR code and fill out your case within minutes. And remember, the fee is free unless they win. So you don't have to pay anything out of pocket and you're not hiring a lawyer. You are hiring a full team who knows how to get it done. That is why Morgan & Morgan is who I would trust if anything happened to me. If you need them, you could start your claim now now by clicking the link in the description below, or scan the QR code on the screen using your phone's camera. It's fast, it's simple, and it could change everything. It does seem like Aimee is missing out on too much. In 2015, she did an interview because she was releasing music under the name ARO, and she said that, "I wouldn't say that there's any ease between us," speaking about her siblings, "but there is an acceptance. Do we socialize? No." So it seems like they're all pretty happy and content not having any type of relationship. And it seems like Aimee's been on her own for a long time, because Sharon actually admitted to regretting letting Aimee move out at 16. Sharon said she felt that she didn't want to grow up on camera. She hated the idea and it was appalling to her. And so she left at 16, and I regret every day that she did. It broke my heart when she moved. And that's pretty sad. Like, they start this reality show and she just completely moves out. I mean, you would think that she could go away for maybe a week or something while they film, because they're not filming like 24/7. But I think this shows how much strain this show put on their family dynamic, because she was out by 16.
Her daughter Aimee.
That's what I would, yeah.
Yeah, never wanted, no interest, ever had any, was it ever a discussion?
Yes, it was in the beginning.
Was that hard? Was that?
Very, very hard on me, because we were traveling all over the world. We were doing a million things, and Aimee wasn't a part of it. And so it made me feel terrible because I didn't have my whole family. And she just didn't want the attention. She was, 18. It's a tough age for a girl. She didn't want it.
And still kind of doesn't, right?
She doesn't like it, no. She loves writing, she loves singing, but she doesn't want to be a pop star.
Right.
She wants to be a professional singer and writer. That's it. She doesn't want to be, she's not looking for fame and power. She's happy doing what she does.
She's an artist.
Yeah. Even now, I know you're doing a podcast and stuff with your family, and I would think, I didn't want to be in front of the camera at all. I was a teacher. But this to me feels different, like just hanging out with my dad. It's not really a job, or I don't see it as a job or working. So even now with the podcast, she doesn't want to be a part.
No.
When the show first started, they would occasionally catch Aimee on camera. Production would go and blur her face out of the frame, so you didn't really know who it was. And they still do this to this day on social media. There'll be clips of Ozzy on social media and someone in the background with a blurred face.
Flintstones, meet the Flintstones, have the yabba dabba. We should have one of them. I should write one of them theme songs and Osbournes, meet the Osbournes.
Minnie, shut the fuck up.
That's a chorus.
Aimee said in a 2008 interview, "I'm not some weirdo depressed daughter that's afraid of the world and locks herself in her room all day. I just didn't choose to do the show." When the family was deciding whether to do the show, there were shouting matches, Aimee recalled. But she said it didn't matter what she thought. Ultimately, this was their path, their decision, and they were, of course, at liberty to take the opportunity, which they did. Obviously, I would have liked to stay home a little bit longer, but it wasn't to be. And even though she's built some kind of relationship with her parents, she does not have a relationship with her siblings. She feels like it's very nepotistic, she said, that they would go and have this show, and she didn't like the idea of her private relationship with her parents being exploited. Aimee hasn't done many interviews, but she did do one with Barbara Walters, and this was a very big interview for Aimee. She spoke about her perspective of their family, their fame, their show. Here's a clip of that.
What do you think of your father?
I think that he is incredibly unique. I think he's talented. I think he's misunderstood.
How?
My dad just wants everyone to be happy and, to be doing what they love. And I think sometimes he forgets that that's what he should want for himself as well. And also because of the damage that obviously has affected him.
From drugs?
From drugs and alcohol and stress, and the way he was raised has definitely taken its toll on him.
Tell me about Mom's illness and how it's affected you.
It's been strange because I was the first person that actually told her, something is wrong with you, you're sick, go to a doctor. And we fought for 2 years for her to actually go and get a checkup and find out what the problem was. And I think when she found out, she said to me, "Thank you." And that, to me, was worth every argument we had. But I think that she forgot for a little while just what was important to her. And she was too busy pleasing the press and doing this and doing that. She wasn't focusing on herself.
In that interview, Aimee said, "My private life is very important to me, so it didn't feel right because my whole life, everything's been so exposed. So I feel as of though now I'm at an age and a time in my life where I can make that choice." And in this interview, she actually spills a lot of tea on her family. Let's take a look.
Aimee, you've never done an interview before, and I know you want to keep your privacy. On the other hand, what do you most want people to know about you?
That I'm not some weirdo, depressed daughter that's afraid of the world that locks herself in her room all day. I just didn't choose to do the show. That's the only thing that I think that's different. about me and my family.
Why would you not want to participate with the rest of the family?
It's kind of like, okay, I want to be a singer, and I felt if I would have stayed with the Osbournes and done the whole Osbourne thing, I felt as if maybe I would have been typecasted right away before I had a chance to experience other things.
Was Mom mad when you decided not to participate?
She was hurt, and we definitely had our rough times for a couple of months with our disagreements, but it really was nothing to do with me not loving them and not, you know, wanting the world to know that I am a part of this family.
Do you have any regrets?
No, I really don't, because I'm more reserved and my private life to me is very important. So it didn't feel right, because my whole life, everything's been so exposed. So I feel as though now I'm at an age and a time in my life where I can make that choice.
You're not going to join the Osbournes on camera this year or next year, anytime that you can see?
No.
You want to sing, and if you were doing this, you probably would have had a contract now, the way your sister Kelly does.
Right.
So it doesn't bother you that she's got one, and...
No, I mean...
Truth, does it?
At first I was kind of shocked. I think for me to be upset would be kind of selfish, because she has a life, she has a talent, and why shouldn't she? Just because I'm taking my time with it.
Your mom says that you're the normal member of the family. You are so different from the rest of the family.
These are the people that created me, so I'm definitely like them in a lot of ways.
So this whole business of the F this and F that, this is just the last couple of years?
My family's lifestyle and attitude have changed so much in the last 2 years, and that's, I think, what made me uncomfortable.
Were you ever embarrassed by your family?
Of course. I mean, do I like that my father publicly announces that he still has a drinking problem? No. Do I like that my brother and sister talk about drinking and smoking weed? No.
Now, Aimee has not had the Osbourne success, but she has done a few projects. She was in a 2003 adaptation of Wuthering Heights, and she did voiceover work for a 2014 animated film. It also starred her own music, but that's pretty much it. She did release music under her initials, ARO, which is something that Sharon has tried to put a spotlight on before when she did some daytime TV, but again, nobody really went to go and stream.
I understand how she felt. It was chaos. You know, we had about 30 crew, 24 hours a day. Wow. And the house wasn't a home anymore. It was a studio. So I get why she didn't like it, but would I have done it differently? I didn't know what I was doing then, so, you know, I wouldn't have done anything differently, because I had an unbelievable time doing it, great experiences, and it was just something in my life that I don't regret, and I'm glad I did, and I was just sorry that Aimee didn't come on the journey with us.
Right. Yeah. But she's coming on now.
She's doing her thing.
Yeah.
She's doing her
thing.
What do you think of the album?
It's good. It's good. She's, you know what, with Aimee, she doesn't want to be a celeb. Right. She just wants to do her music and do her creative thing and feel good about it. That's it.
But remember, Mrs. O, remember when I was asking you, because I saw some great reviews about her album over here, and I was asking, like, I'm so excited to see her out and doing her thing, and because she comes from where she comes from, she has the freedom to let herself be creative and not be chasing the fame, which I think is great. Yeah. Has Ozzy heard it? What does he think about it?
Yeah, he loves it.
He's very proud.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He is.
We're all proud.
Now, to catch you guys up to speed, a source claims that Ozzy's passing has cast a fresh spotlight on the long-running tensions within the Osbourne family. When the siblings reunited publicly for the first time in years, Jack's comments underscore a deeply rooted emotional divide. Now, it does look like Aimee was present in the home during the final days of Ozzy's life. Kelly was there as well. They said Kelly has been at the house a lot the last week, so has Aimee. It's terribly sad for all of them. They really hoped that he would be able to carry on for a bit longer. We have a clip of Aimee at the funeral, and you'll see that Aimee's off to the side, clearly being excluded from the family in this moment. I feel so bad for Sharon. I hope she's holding up. She was so destroyed during that funeral. I saw like these really sad pictures of her crying a bunch. I feel like she's dealing with a broken heart right now because she really did love that man. But I want to hear what you guys think of this sibling feud in the comments below. I feel like once their parents are no longer here, they're really gonna have no reason to like even communicate with each other. So it's sad that they weren't ever able to get over those dynamics. It seems like Aimee was a little bit jealous of Kelly getting into music when she made it so clear that it was something that she wanted to do. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in a new one soon. Bye, guys.